Hi, sunshines. How art thou? How art thou? Um, we're gonna do another coaching session with Dira. Hey, Dira, how art thou?
Good. How are you?
I am good. Um, so again, we're doing this session just to help out and see where we can help her make the most income ever. And let's pimp her because I saw your work and your work is actually great. And you have something else on the side. So that's a plus because now you could double your amount, your income. So I think that's great. So explain who you are.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is Dira Campbell. I am the everything behind Left You Hooked. For all the entrepreneurs, y'all know what everything means from the top to the bottom, left to right, all that, and everything in between. Um, my husband helps. He does help me. My
With the
my husband helps.
crochet part?
No,
With the crochet
I wish. Just I just started getting him to crochet. He's working on a blanket, but he's using like the super chunky yarn. So
part?
it's coming it's coming along. Like he's getting it. And he's doing it by himself. He don't really ask me for much help. So yeah, I'm like, yeah. He
Yes.
gonna
Do
be
you hear this, Ivan? All right. All right. Okay.
the blanket king coming up.
That is what's up. That you know what? That right there is a marketing. Like I'm always thinking of ways of market stuff. That right
Hmm.
there, man, king and queen of crochet of what of hooked left. What's your business name?
Left you hooked.
Hooked. Yup. That'd be hot.
Yep.
Be hot. And you
King
can have like
King
the
crochet too.
cards. The
Yeah.
what is it like? The king and queen cards. King on the
Hmm.
queen at the bottom, and inside some yarn balls and hooks.
Right.
That'll be hot. I'm already starting. Already.
Right. Right.
All right. So you've been doing crochet for 6 years,
Yes.
and it seems like everyone that I'm doing this with has been crocheting and for like less than 10 years. I've been crocheting less than 10 years as well. So I think
Okay.
that this is awesome. This is beautiful because everyone else that I speak to, they've been crocheting for over like 20 years, 10 years. They've been crocheting for a long time, like since they were kids. And
Okay.
I'm running circles around them, so you can too.
Right. 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 That's what. And then a lot of people have been like, when they see my work, they're like, "Oh, I didn't know you could crochet. All I do is crochet blankets." And I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. Um, all I do is, I do. They'll say all I can do is just crochet blankets and afghans and all this that and the other, and then I start showing them my work, like the dolls I made. Like I made a doll for my brother, and they're like, oh my goodness, how do you do that? I'm like, the same way you make an afghan. It's just a stitch. You
Right.
just going in a circle and stuffing it.
Listen, it's so much things that you could do with crochet that nobody really pays attention to. And
Right.
that's why making money out of it is easy. The hard part is just marketing and putting yourself out there and being consistent. That's the hard
Right.
part. So do you have a logo? Not yet.
um No, I've been trying to. I've been asking a few people to kind of work with me. I have a lot of friends that know how to draw, and I'm like, hey, I want a logo. This is what I want my logo to be. Can you do it? Now they're like, yeah, I can do it. And then when I get something, I'm like, all right, thank you, but that's not what I was looking for. Um, but I'm working on it. Working
Okay.
on it.
So to in Graphghan's University, we have some I think it's two ladies that I put in there that deal with a lot of crochet logos, but deal with
Okay.
colors specifically. And I tried to pick the ones that can like go according to your attitude, go according to like the stuff that you're asking for, a picture, because you want an artist that can feel your energy and feel what you looking for.
Right.
Like my logo is based off of her just asking me, what do you think of yourself? And I'm like, I'm the diva. I got a crown. And that's exactly what she did with yarn. So that's what I think is best when you have an artist that can like feel you and see where they could go with you. So in Graphghan University, it's under things that you could purchase. If you want,
Okay.
just check it out and just look at them. So when you're ready, if you can check them out. Mine, I had got on a deal. It was like $75, but that was a deal. So I don't know how much she charged on a regular, but just check them out. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. And
Okay.
you could build your brand like that. Building your brand is very, very, very important. Very
Right.
important. Because how else are we going to market and how else are we going to put our business up? So you have more than one thing. Like I said, I think that's great. Do you do them at the same time? Like if you're going to crochet something, do you make like baskets or it's totally two separate?
It all depends on what the clients ask for. I have made like a baby basket, with a blanket and just kind of stuff. The blanket itself, the crochet blanket itself was just for the baby, but I had like other stuff for the mom. I like on my page you saw I made candles and soap and everything else in between. I made her a wine glass, so she could either pump and dump or, do whatever she wanted to do. Do whatever she wanted to do. But I've done stuff like that. I've
Okay.
incorporated everything I do into, whatever somebody wants. If somebody is like, hey, just be creative, and I'm like, don't do that, because you finna get the world in this basket. So
I do that.
yeah.
Well, everybody always say for me to be creative, but I like that. I like for them to say that because I like to have freedom to like do what I want, and then it's a lot of times it's like way better than what they expected. All right. The other thing I had wanted to ask you was about your don't have a website, you just have social media. So is that how you sell your products? You sell your products
Yeah,
on media?
and I go to like pop-up shops as well.
Okay, pop-up shops. And the are you successful with the pop-up shops?
Yeah, I am.
What is your most sold item? Like your MVP, the most valuable product?
Um, Most sold. Well, okay. So I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really sold a lot of crochet things because I do work full time. I have a full time job. So crocheting, obviously everybody knows crocheting is a little time consuming. So I've done a few beanies, and they don't. I stay in Texas, so having a beanie is not really a thing until it gets like January, super cold ish. Um, so my other stuff sells a whole lot more than my crochet stuff. So, and I've even made bikinis and all that stuff or whatever, and a couple of people have bought them. I don't, and I'll follow up with them. I don't know if they've worn them or not, or even tried to swim in them, but they did purchase them for me because they wanted to be supportive. But I gotta work on it.
Okay, so when it comes to your crochet, you want this to be supplemental income, or you want to eventually do your own business and not have the full time job?
Yeah, I want this to be a full time, not have to clock in for nobody else situation.
So is time management an issue for you?
No,
No, no time management. Because I know crocheting is time consistent. Like it takes a lot to do certain things. And you do not have a niche. Are you looking into doing something just specific? Because I think that can help you when you are like going like in a narrow, instead of doing almost everything, like finding your niche so that you can focus on that and make mass production of that, so that you can basically plan. You could market more. You could deal with just a certain amount of things. If you're great at doing swimsuits, or if you're great at doing hats, but like you said, you're in Texas, so we just got to narrow it down to what's the best thing for you to do as far as a crocheting. What do you think would be like your most money maker? Now you did say the
I,
beanies, but that's only like a certain time in Texas.
yeah, and it's only for like 2 days. It's 2 solid days that you can wear a beanie and be okay, not like pass out from a heat stroke. Because it's 95 degrees and it's October. So, yeah, I don't know what
Oh,
that's about.
dang.
Exactly. I have on shorts. I have on shorts and socks in
Wow.
the middle of October. Yeah.
So
Um.
you could get away with making a lot of summer things if you want, like a lot of summer tops and stuff like that, halter
Mhm.
tops, bikinis. But to be honest, in order to like make a business and sell mass of like that and make a good amount of money, um, we would need to
I
work on something else. You ever thought of doing Graphghan?
Graphghans.
So,
Yeah.
is that something you might want to work on more, or it's not your thing?
No, I love doing Graphghans. Like I've actually learned how to graph myself. Using old school with the graph paper and coloring in the blocks and all that stuff to actually having the stuff on the what is it? What's the name of it? Stitch Fiddle. That's the one I've used. Um, it's all right, but yeah. Anywho, but yeah, I've made a few Graphghans and I like them. I think that would be a better market in Texas.
That's why I was asking. I think it would. It, think out of everything, all the niche that I've been looking more into, Graphgans will probably help a whole lot. I can make, but you got to be dedicated, because I can make a good 4, sometimes 5 blankets in 1 month, and
Okay.
that's baby blankets. And then in between, I could do like baby items. So you could make over $1,000 with the 4 to 5 blankets, and
Right.
that's just blankets and baby clothes. Almost 1,500 you can make with just that a month. And then I have other things going on. So grass scanning may be great. The thing about it is, cut stitch fiddle out. Don't use it ever again. And you don't need to do any graph paper or any old school stuff, because you got the Diva here. The
Well,
Diva paper.
that's before we met though.
Yes.
That's before I
Now
got.
I got you now. So now what you could do is you could start creating um like in personalized, customized items for people. So it could be your friend who likes Minnie Mouse and her husband likes something else, and you put them together because they're about to have a baby. So he could be a
Okay.
Dallas fan. and you can have Minnie Mouse and wearing Dallas clothes for the baby. Like it could be anything your heart desire, and as long as it's specific and personalized for that person, they will keep buying over and over again. Is anyone around you having babies anytime soon? You could give like a baby gift.
Um, my cousin, I'm actually working on a Graphghan for my little cousin. Yeah, I'm
What is
halfway done with it.
what is it?
It's just his name.
So if we would have had this discussion when you first started, I would have hooked it up for you. Because what it is what you need to do is like, what is the baby shower? Is it a baby shower or color scheme or something?
They're having a baby shower. It's the what is the theme? It's baby boss. Boss baby, not baby boss. Boss
You
baby.
messed up. I have the best Boss Baby Graphghans. The best. And you could put the name on it and everything. So I was gonna tell you, you could have had one. You could have had a graph, of course, baby graph. And I even have one with locks. I have one with regular afro, not just the regular Boss Baby, like afro what is it? Ethnic versions of Boss Baby. And you could take that and give it to your cousin, and then that cousin, all you have to do is say, take pictures for me, and those pictures right there is what's going to keep bringing you. But you got to be consistent. So from now on, we need to work on getting you some good graphs so that you could like wow everybody, because that's what I started doing in the beginning. When I started doing my graph bands, I would wow people. People don't realize that's what you could do with yarn and a hook. They don't realize that. So when you are putting that out and you're doing it consistently, then it's more like, oh my gosh. And then they start thinking, I want, oh, I can you make this or can you make that? And so now, like my stuff sell it for itself. So with graph hands, I think I'm the perfect person to help you with that one. But if there's anyone else who's having a baby around you, I'm just trying to find out how we could get you, like start you off now, because I saw your page and your page is okay. The thing about it is, we want to get you more followers, but we want to get you followers that's going to give you money, not just crocheters. We want you to get money. So, are you on a bunch of groups on Facebook?
Yes.
Not crochet groups, like other groups, like
No.
maybe a wife group,
Mm.
African American group. You could be in like women who are just bosses. You could go into your marketplace in your area group. They might have a black owned Texas group. So these are the groups that I decided to go in. I'm also a mom. I'm a breast cancer survivor. So I went into the groups that identify with me. So when I make something and I
Okay.
make something that's part that might be a part of that group, or sometimes I just want to share and I share in those groups, not really crochet groups anymore. I don't. You can, but I don't really share crochet groups anymore. My main focus is trying to make money. So I post in those marketplaces where I know people are gonna look. Even if they don't buy right then and there, they will eventually, is because I'm always producing. So every time I produce, I post in there. And when I post in there on all of them, it's like, wow, you do great work. Do you make this or can you make that? I just got a message on right before we came on. I got a message on IG from a lady who's been following me for years, and now all of a sudden she wants a blanket for a baby. So you get customers and they will definitely come. You just got to be consistent. Because she was following me for years. I don't even know who this lady is. I have no idea. I don't know where she lived. I've been getting customers from California. I got a customer from Texas. I got a customer. So I'm taking your customers. You understand what I'm saying? You in Texas. I got a
Yeah.
Texas customer. So we got to help you up because there's people in Texas that want a Graphghan, but they don't know who to go to. So they calling Diva.
right.
So we just I put you on the market and have you just keep posting stuff all the time. Just being consistent. The thing about it is, being that you have a full time job, are you able to crochet at work? Because some people can, some people can't.
Well, right now I'm working from home, so yeah, I can.
Boom. Give yourself a time, because I give myself a time from like 9 to 5. Give myself breaks and lunch, and I grab a certain amount of time, and then I would do my crochet a certain amount of time. I would do the crochet, and then I would do whatever else, like my podcast. I do my research. So I allocate certain time for me to do certain things, and that's the only way I could get stuff done because I'm so overwhelmed. I have to block every single thing. My calendar is my best friend because I can look at it and say, okay, today I'm busy from this time to this time, and I have it where sometimes I can pencil in something, but if I actually put it in red, if you can see, I have stuff in red. So, like, your name is here in red, and that means I can't do anything. I'm blocking that time. I'm not doing nothing else. But if it's in black or a pencil, that means I can like do some wiggle room. So I realized that that helped me a whole lot because I'm also in social clubs. Are you in any social clubs? Any like are you
No,
in you going in and out? Are you in any social clubs?
no,
Like are you in a sorority or anything like that? Do
nuh-uh,
you know
no.
any people that are in sororities or all right, so you could gift them something. You could make them a gift. Um a blanket or a pillow, a bag. You ever made a tote bag with the Graphghan on it? They
No,
hot.
I
Oh
wanted
my
to.
they hot. I'm gonna hook you up. And then, have you ever done Tunisian crochet?
Yes. Uh-oh. What happened?
Sorry, I done kicked myself. I kicked myself off. My bad. I'm sorry.
I'm like,
I got
wait, what happened?
excited when you said you do Tunisian crochet. I was like, what? I done kicked myself off. Because Tunisian crochet comes out so nice. It comes out really, really, really nice. So um we could talk about that some more because you will get a lot of orders with the tote bag. Those sororities and fraternities, they love those bags. They love things that's personalized. You put their name on it. So that's something you might want to look into. Tote bags, pillows, um, and then we could work on getting you the best way that you can do mock-ups. Basically taking photos. The best way you could take photos of all the stuff that you're doing. Um, what else? What else? What else? Before we go on your page, I just want you saying that you don't have time to perfect your graph. That's your con. What is it that you need to perfect? What do you feel you need help with?
Trying to what we talked about, just trying to find my the best market for me to focus on.
Okay. Do you know who your audience is? Do you have an audience?
Wait, what
Audience
happened?
like
I couldn't understand.
do you have an audience like do you have age group or it doesn't matter any particular people?
Wait, you
The
said, do I
age
have an audience? In and out.
yeah. Like the
Oh, particular
age
age
group
group.
or yeah.
No, Not really. From 2 to 92. If you got the money, I got the time.
Okay. I just didn't want you to narrow yourself because I think that's what Britt was doing yesterday. She was putting herself in a category of just doing I think she said like 20 to 35, and yeah, that's not a good idea. But we worked on that one. The
Mm-mm.
So baskets too. You could also make this would be a great idea, right? You can have tote bags. You can make tote bags and put your soaps and candles inside the tote bag. And it could be personalized. That way it'll have the person's name on it. And you could use one of my graphs, or you could make your own graphs. I have an ebook that teaches you how to use PC Stitch. So eventually, but you don't want to keep putting your hands into a lot of things. If you can narrow down something as just buying a $8 graph and add it into your total amount that you're receiving from your customer, that's what I suggest. I don't want you like a lot of people want to graph because they want to do their own graph, but sometimes it takes a lot of time. So is that something you want to do?
Right.
You want to do your own graphs, or would you want to purchase? Or you could actually do both. Sometimes you could just do something real simple that you don't need to buy. But if it's something that you need help with, you have options. Basically, you want to leave your options open. You could purchase the book and
Right.
PC
Right. Right.
and play around with it, but if it's something that you can't do right away, or if you need help with, or if you need to buy something, you have the option to do that. So that's something you could look into because we just want to make sure you have the most time to do your product. And then we need to market you out. So we need you to get into as many groups as possible. No crochet groups. None. No crochet groups. Like groups that you may it's so many groups out there. Like I didn't realize it was just a group out there with people named Shauna. So I made a bag with my name on it, and they loved it.
Right.
They loved it. And so like I got like 12 Shaunas saying, "Can you make this? Can you make that? Shauna, can you make this? Okay, Shauna, I can make this." So I'm telling you, like it's so many groups out there. All you have to do is just apply and get into the group, and then every now and then just say hi, how are you, or click like, and just make your presence known so that when you start making something and it might interest someone on it, you can say, well, this is something that I made, I just wanted to share. And then people like it and they start asking questions. They might not say anything, they might not even comment, but the more you do it, the more people start seeing it. So when they need something or they can't figure out what to give somebody, they'll remember you because you're consistently posting something. So that might help. That's something you need to start doing ASAP so you can start building. Working into Graphghans. I'm not always gonna say blankets. You could do pillows, you could do tote bags. I actually did a rug. You could do a rug for like babies or certain people. It doesn't even have to have a picture. It could just be geometrical shapes and stuff. And you could gift
Okay.
that to someone or they could make it. Someone who has a house who wants to, redo their house. One person set up their whole entire house with I think it was Versace. It was Gucci. So they wanted me to make a graph with Gucci stuff on it so somebody else can crochet. So I was like, okay, fine. It was a rug. And they made it into a rug. And I thought that was the best thing ever because I think of just blankets, but I'm just trying to open up the floodgates of what people don't think about. You don't think that you could use a
Right.
instead of a blanket, you could use it for a rug. And you just put underneath, there's padding you put underneath it and you just glue it and make a good background so that it doesn't move. And that right there would be a killer. That would be a killer. And that we're gonna go look at your page so that we can find out what we could do to help you on your page. I actually already saw it. I already saw your page. I think that you crochet very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you crochet
Thank
very,
you. I
very
taught myself. I taught myself.
well. Wow. I'm very
No,
impressed.
that's not me.
Oh
No,
no, this is
that's
not
not me.
wait.
Oh, I'm like, wait, I ain't never made that.
No. That's not you. I got you. And your dolls. Your dolls. We gotta include your dolls. This is cute. Did you make this to look like someone?
Yeah, he looks like my brother.
Oh
I should have
wow.
did a side by side. I think I might post a side by
You
side
need
picture.
that for your marketing, yes, because that would be that would basically show that you could do that. So if someone look at it and they see that you got 27 likes, but did any out of the 27 likes, did anyone want to buy?
No.
So that's what you need to do. You need to post side by side. I think that will work for you. And you wear your own stuff, right? You your
Uh
own
huh.
walking billboard. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be your own
He never
walking
gonna live
billboard.
with him.
Billboard.
He never gonna live.
This is. Do you make beads? The waist beads?
Yep.
So I think we need to clean up your page because you would need two different. Your business with your candles, is it the same name?
Yes. Okay. So here's the thing. How left you hook became about. I'm left-handed, and obviously I use crochet hooks. So it was left you hook. Well, at first it was the left hook, but when I told people, they were like, "Is that would that be a boxing ring or?" And I was like, "Okay, that makes sense." Yeah, I don't. Yeah. So after that, I kept thinking and like going to my little think tank. My cousins are my think tank, so I would throw ideas at them, and I was like, "Well, what about left you hook? Because I want them to come back. So you're gonna be hooked to come back to me." So that's where Left You Hook came about. And then the candle started and the soap happened and the everything happened. My head is small, but it's full of stuff. Like it's full of stuff. So that's where that happened. I thought about making them two separate pages or two separate under the same name but two separate two separate pages just so that there would be more consistency because it's a lot going
It
on
looks
one
like it.
page.
Yeah. It looks like it's just a hobby. It doesn't look like your
Yeah.
business. It looks like a hobby. And when I saw it, I didn't know where you was going at first. Whether you was doing the candles as a hobby or I knew it wasn't the crochet because you were asking for help for business, so it was a business. So yeah, that's something you might want to look into separating them. And what you can do is have one for the crochet and one for your candles and soaps and stuff. But when you do it, you can still add them to both. But one is specifically for crochet, and you could add like your like if you do a tote bag, you could add your crochet tote bag, but put your stuff in there. You could do that.
Okay. Okay.
And but you can have that on that page, and vice versa. You can have your baskets and stuff with candles and stuff, but you could add like something crocheted to it. But I think the reason why I think the best thing to do is to have the two different ones because it's totally different businesses. You can
Right.
bump into each other, but it's when you put them together, it's like it confuses people. It might confuse people. So I think the best thing to do is to open up another page, and you could do both pages. Like you know how to do that. Both pages on the same. Yeah, that at first I was confused when my son told me to do that, but you could definitely do that. And that is that is basically it. So you just need to get into some more groups so that you can start doing some marketing. You gotta start producing. Get you a good graph. You need a good graph so you can wow
Well,
somebody.
I think I have a girl for that. I think
I
I
don't
got
know
somebody
who
for
she is,
that.
but I know she's beautiful and she could do a great job for you. And so once you do that, start thinking of at least like two or three people that you can make something for them, gift them something, a pillow, whatever they like. If they were in sororities, fraternities, and I would gift it to them because you need to do something to get your to start marketing something, to take
Yeah.
pictures
Okay.
of it, and we could work on a logo later. But once you start building that, then everything else will come into place. But that's the main things you just need to do right now is start doing some projects and start doing those groups so you can start building your audience and you'll be fine. You'll be good to go because you're a good crocheter and this is your passion. The only thing that you're saying that you have is your con is the fact that you don't have enough. You want to perfect certain things. But I think that sticking to craft hands and do other things on the side. Like I do certain things on the side, but craft hands is my number one thing. In the area that you're in, I think craft hands can make really good money.
Okay.
I can make at least 1,500 a month and then add that to your other business. And then you might have like little things going on at the side. You should be able to make at least 2,000 to 2,500 a month. You gotta work hard though. You gotta be
Yeah.
disciplined and work hard. Have a strict schedule. I'm always working, and people say that I should not be doing that, and I should worry about my health. But you gotta do what you gotta do because I wouldn't
Yeah.
be where I'm at now if it wasn't for me hustling and just grinding, grinding,
Right.
grinding.
Right.
So you'll be fine, and we can work on those steps. And what we'll do is we'll get you some graphs count, right? My Etsy, Creative Stitching Diva. Everything is Creative Stitching Diva. And in the group, I have graphs. I'm always putting out graphs. You should join the football fantasy so that you could win some football graphs because
Okay.
winning those free football graphs, you can make one of those things and sell them. That's a free
Right.
graph. You could sell that. And in
Right.
Graphghan University, there are free graphs that you could use too. You make masks down there? Do you make masks?
Mhm.
Y'all don't have to wear masks there, but in Graphghan University, so I have a pattern coming soon. In Graphghan University, there's a bunch of little samples of graphs. You could use that to make masks.
Okay.
And the mask can have like a picture, a name, or something on it. My patterns will be out shortly. And that's it. Like right now, hats wouldn't work for you or scarves wouldn't work for you. But those tote bags and those pillows and your dolls, that will make you a lot of money. How much do you sell for one doll?
Um, it just depends. Like something like I made for my brother would at least be like $180 to $200.
Right.
Cause that the hair. was like crochet hair.
Right.
So yeah.
Yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. But are you getting sales for that? You said no, right?
No, I
But
mean a couple of people have been like, "Oh, that's cute. Let me, I want to order." And then when I tell them, how much is it? And I'm like, 180, $200. They're like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "All right."
then that's
And
just
I'm
not your customer.
going on. Right. I just going on.
So that's why I said when you join those groups, because I also joined a group where there was like all these lawyers and doctors, and like I got a lawyer who just bought a Delta blanket, and I told him 450, and he was like, okay, like okay,
Yeah, he didn't flinch. Okay. And
yeah,
paid it.
yeah. So that's why I purposely target the people that I know will be my customer and that will appreciate those prices and your work. So
Right.
grab those people, not those people who don't care for your work. They love your work, but they don't want to pay for it. But they'll buy them some bundles and a coach pad. That's a slap in my face. But
Right.
yeah, that's what you can do because those dolls are definitely worth that price, definitely. And I would do it in like for like AKAs or deltas, like the sororities. They
Hmm.
love stuff like that, and especially if they want to give it to like a baby. I have a whole entire chapter that bought blankets from me when they have a baby, when anyone in their group have a baby, they purchase their stuff from me and they give it
Okay.
to people who are having like I'm like y'all having any more babies lately? Like I'm trying to figure
Right.
out, so that like I infiltrate groups like that. I'm like on it and I'm always saying hello. You want to collaborate. You said you do good in pop-up shop. You ever thought of doing a pop-up shop online, collaborate with some other people that are doing other things, like other business owners. Maybe you guys could do a pop up shop virtually. You
I
know what?
never thought of that.
That would be something maybe I can organize with all of you ladies that I've been doing this with.
Okay.
Yeah, because you guys love pop up shops. Almost all of you said the same thing. But if we're going to do it virtually, that means you opening up the audience. My
Right.
audience, your audience could be my audience, their audience could be our audience. So the more we open it up and the more organized we are, the better it could be. I think that's the goal, right? I think we should do
Yeah,
that,
that sounds good to
especially
me.
for the holidays, right? Let me
Yeah.
put this together. And anybody else out there, y'all want to join this pop up? It'll be a holiday pop up shop, but I'm gonna come up with the best name ever. Watch, and we're gonna divatize it because we all divas, all of us. We all gonna be divas. I will definitely put some together because that could be money for your pocket for the
Right.
holiday. Because I
Right.
already started my holiday stuff.
Yeah, I actually started. I actually started doing beanies because them 2 days. I'm pretty sure I could sell a few beanies for those 2 cold days we gonna have. I don't know when they coming, but they'll have a beanie. Um, on my page, I forgot actually. On my page, it's several pictures down. I made an elephant. My aunt is a Delta, and I made an elephant for her, and she takes it to every meeting. I've made maybe 3 or 4 of them for her sorors. So and I hand embroidered the um the um the letters on the stomach of, I mean on the stomach of it. She has like a little red bow with I want to say she has pearl, like I found some little pearl earrings, and I put them in the elephant ears. It was so cute.
Wait a minute. I think I see. No, this is not it. I see it. You make more than one elephant?
Yes, one of them is probably gray and blue.
Yeah, that's the one I just saw.
You may
All
have to
right.
go down a little bit.
You are so freaking creative. You should be making mad money. I'm
That's
serious.
what I'm saying. I don't understand. I don't understand the people.
You should be making mad. Do you understand? I would be killing this. Like I always find ways to market. I always find ways to market. It is just amazing. Like if I wake up and I say I want to make $1,000, I literally do. I'm not lying because I don't know. I just have the gift. Like I said, I do a lot of research. Can you see
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I can see it.
Do you? Because I think I went all the way down to the bottom. I can't go any.
Yeah. It's keep going. You see it's right
Oh,
there.
this one? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you could do that as a Graphghan too. You could do a Graphghan technique. You know what?
Okay.
She If she supports you like that, you will do a killing on tote bags and making baskets. And adding the tote bag with because I saw that you had a mug and everything. You could charge like $100 basket with um not a basket, a tote bag with like I'm thinking like, man, I don't even do all of this stuff. I'm thinking of doing myself. I'm like, dang, you got a mug in there too? Girl, you gonna have like $50 baskets, you got $75 basket, $100 baskets, and you can like put stuff in there accordingly for
Mhm.
those. They will buy it. I swear to you, they will buy it because they love stuff like that. And you can add like notebooks and make it. I like stuff customized. I like stuff that I can't find nowhere else. So I have no other choice but to
Right.
go to. If I go
Right.
to Dira, it's because she has something that nobody else has. So that's
Right.
why
Right.
I do what I do and make the custom blankets and make it so that it's just for that person.
Mhm.
The blanket I'm making right now is a baby blanket, but it says future AKA and it has the baby's name at the bottom.
Yeah,
So
I saw it.
So that's why I do that because no one else is gonna have a baby blanket like that. So if I did
Right.
it over, I'm pretty sure more people are gonna want that particular blanket. But what I'll do is I'll just change it all over. I'll change the background. I'll even change the way the name is looking. That's why I love to do what I do because so many people just come to me out of the blue. So that's why I love helping you guys with those designs so you can crochet it and then you can make a killing off of it. You could
Right.
sell the baby blanket like 300. You could sell like a layette set. I'm doing a layette set. I'm doing so much, but I'm doing a layette set right after this one. And the layette set is going to be how much did I charge? I think it was like 360 altogether. So basically, this is a layette set is not a lot of money at all. All I'm doing is putting the baby name on that blanket. I'm not even making a big picture. And then I'm making booties, a hat, and that's it. And that's three something. So it's like you can do it. I know you can. And you're gonna make a killer. You are going to make a killer. So all right, we're gonna work on that with you and we're gonna get you to do some Delta stuff because y'all aunt gonna hook you up. So you're gonna give your
She gonna
aunt
love it. She gonna
yes.
love it. And then
I
my uncle, her husband is a alpha. So I was trying to figure out something, of course, to have like house divided or something to
what
have
a
both
blanket
of.
right for their bed.
Yeah.
I got you.
Or even a blanket for like the couch or a throw for the couch. Um my vision, their last name starts with an M. So I was gonna do crimson and cream on one side and then black and gold on the other side. So it'll still be a M, but half of it is for her and then the other half is for him.
Oh, so you're
That's
saying the M will be crimson and cream on one side, and then his colors on the other
black
side.
and gold on the other.
Um, what's coming up in my
I
head
mean
is
that's
what's coming up
huh?
in my head. I'm thinking because they have a what's their logo? I forgot what their the alphas. I know that it's the elephant. Uh,
Uh,
I think it's
the it's a snake. I think. I want to say it's a snake.
'cause I just
No, it's not a
did
snake.
it. I just did something. It's Alpha
No,
by Alpha, right?
it's the pyramid. The
Right. I just did something. I knew I was like, I just it is it's the pyramid and it's also I think a gorilla. But I
yeah,
just did a graph.
I
So
saw it. I saw it.
I just I just did that graph. So what I'm thinking is maybe an elephant in the desert with pyramids, something, and then make it um house divided. You could I'll figure something out and design it. But that's what I mean. Like it'll be for just them. And then someone else is
Right,
gonna see it and be like, where did you get that from? Can I get it? I
right.
guarantee you, I do that all the time. It's like that wow
She
factor.
gonna she
Huh?
gonna take it to her meetings. Like she still tells me to this day. Like well before the pandemic, she when they had the meetings, she would take it with her, and I'm like, all right, Amy.
We're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together. So when we do this pop-up shop too, you can do your candles and your crochet and whatever. And I'm thinking of doing like a little class beforehand on marketing because I found someone introduced me to something that we could do a double decker deal so that you can give your customers more and you could get good money from it. So your sales are gonna go up like really, really, really high with this new thing that oh my god, I'm so excited. Your sales is gonna go up so high. I swear it really is. And I already started and I'm starting to see like the influx and I'm like, oh, it's scaring me. Like I'm like, I can't wait to be able to show everybody, but I can't do it on here. I would have to do it more in a private setting. So for whoever want to be in a pop-up shop and sell some merchandise, I can show you how to do that marketing and get people to start buying your stuff. They're gonna think they're getting the deal of the lifetime, but in reality, you are gonna be making the money. It's gonna be the best thing ever. All right, so we're gonna leave. I'm gonna leave you with that homework. Get you some audience. We're gonna talk about your aunt and uncle's blanket, and then also what else you could do in the meantime to start building. And we're gonna get your Instagram rolling, but you gotta separate them. Start separating them.
Okay.
So that'll be your homework. That's 3 things, and we'll converse back. So in 30 days, we're gonna go back on here to see how your business is going so
Okay. But if you saw my page, how it started out as crochet stuff,
far. Yes, I
then it
did.
gradually
I
went
did.
off into something
And
else.
then you start evolving into other
Yeah.
stuff. But I think people like, what's your sign? I
A
always do
Leo.
that. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. But we're gonna take your Leo sign and we're gonna because you're a leader. So you're going to be a leader and you're going to conquer it. I swear you will. I guarantee you. I promise you. I already said I feel it. I know it. As long as you do what you're supposed to do on your end, I'll do what I do on my end, and you will be on top. I guarantee you. So thank you so much. What did you get anything?
Welcome.
Um, like, do you need any other information before we depart, or did I satisfy you? Tell me about it. Give me some
No,
feedback on it.
I appreciate you taking the time to kind of help me and kind of confirm some of the stuff that I'd already been thinking about, that I just kind of put off in the back of my mind. But I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it.
It's absolutely no problem. I just want to see all of us succeed, and especially if you want to do it and you have the passion, I have no problem helping. We gotta fix each other crowns. Fix each other crowns, and that's what I'm here for, fixing each other
Right.
crowns. So you have a good one. Get home safely, and we will converse later on that graph that you want that we're gonna design. And 30 days from now, we'll talk. We'll get another appointment, do this again, and talk about how good your business is doing.
Okay. Also, we need to talk about that baby boss. If you have it in a pillow size, that would be awesome.
Jesus, y'all and y'all pillows. I'll
The
see what
baby
I
shower
can
is
do.
next weekend.
All right, all right. I'll see what I can do for you.
Okay.
All right, so thank you guys, and I will see you guys in 15 minutes because I got another one coming up. Rhea will be on in 15 minutes. So I'll see you guys later in like 15 minutes. I gotta go. I gotta go get me something to drink. You have a good